Okay, so properties of logarithms. So we have log base b of b equals 1, and log base b of 1 is equal to 0. You have inverse properties. It says as long as b is greater than 0, but it's not equal to 1, then log base b of b to the x will equal x, and b raised to the log base b of x will equal x. Guys, I don't memorize those. We can take what we already know, that log base b of x equals y, can be rewritten as b to the y equals x, and we can solve them all. If you want to memorize those properties, you're more than welcome to, but I don't use them because it's just something else I have to memorize. Not saying they're not important, but I already memorized the formula and I know how to work it, so I might as well just use what I know. Common logs. If it says log of x, if no base is written, this is one of the very few times that if something's not written, it's not going to be a 1, but it's going to be base 10. Okay? So if you see log of x equals y, and I ask you what is the base of it? 10. Okay? Because I could have wrote it with the little 10 right there. And it has to do with our number system, because our number system is base 10. Notice we don't have a 1 place when we do decimals, do we? We have a 10, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, and so forth, okay? Everything's base 10 in our number system that we use. All right, so 7 says to find log of 17. Well, if it's in base 10 and our number system's base 10, what is our calculator's going to be in? Base 10. So can I put log of 17 in my calculator? No. Yes. I have a log button, so I'm going to hit log, and then it's going to open a parenthesis, and I'm going to put in 17 and close it, and I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to tell me what? Somebody help me?
Very long decimal.
So 1.23, is there a number after the 3?
0.
Okay. So I knew I'd only written 1.23, and I thought it was odd that I didn't go to 3, but that's why. Okay. Natural logarithm. The natural log of x is the same as log base e of x. Remember we talked about base e on Tuesday. E is just a number, isn't it? It's kind of like pi. It's just an irrational number. So if you look on your calculator, do you see where you have your natural log button? It's ln. It looks like ln. So if I want to find the natural log of 17, we can type that in, and what are we going to get? Okay, that's what I got too. Now, what if I tried to write that in exponential form? Could I? Of course I can. So, remember, let's do this over the side then. So, we'd have the natural log of 17 equals y, correct? What is my base on this one? If it's natural log, what is its base? E. So, I could put a little e there. And so, there's my b, there's my x, and of course my y is my y. And so, I do my base to the y equals the 17. But we don't know how to solve that, do we? We don't have, we can't get like bases because e is irrational. So I could write it, if it asks you to write it in exponential form, we can do that. We just can't solve it from that form. Does that make sense? All right, what about 9? Now, I could type that in my calculator, but let's practice doing it the other way. Because I might be able to solve this one because I see an E written in it. So I'm thinking maybe. So it's the natural log of E to the 183, and we're going to set that equal to Y, right? So what is my base on a natural log? E. Notice the E that's written up there is at the same level. It's written the same level as the natural log, right? So that's not my base. So I've got E down here, so that's going to be my base. This is all going to be my X, and then of course we have the Y at the end. All right, so Let's see, change it to exponential. So we have our base, which is e to the y equals our x, which is e to the 183. Now, can I solve this one? Yes, because it got like bases. So what is y? Okay. You can also go ahead and check that in your calculator because you can type this one in. So in your calculator, type in the natural log, and then you're going to have to type in e raised to the 183. So you're going to do that second ln to get your e, and then to the 183, and it should, when you hit enter, tell you 183.